I'm Joanne Corley, and welcome to my office. I am the CEO and founder of the Human Sphere and also the creator of the Management Intensive. And I wanted to take out a few minutes just to talk with you from my heart about what the Management Intensive is all about and how it came to be. We're so excited about this offering and feel like it will really fill a very specific niche in the training and development for not only new managers, but also experienced managers as well. You know, I've traveled throughout North America for the past 15 years conducting professional seminars. I've spoken in every major city in the U.S. and every state. And I've met many, many managers who've expressed ongoing frustration and stress over perhaps the lack of support and also the lack of ongoing credible training that they can use for themselves and their organization. And after hearing that for so long and for so many years, I decided I wanted to provide a solution for that. And so the Management Intensive has been born. And what we want to do is create, and the goal of it is to create not only a core curriculum that every manager can go through, but also community, support. We want this to be your professional home. I know that in the management training space, there are lots of different offerings. Very few of them have, though, something called coaching. And coaching is an element of the Management Intensive we're super excited about because it's the component that provides support. Now, we also know people like to learn differently. So there is a piece to the Management Intensive that's very self-directed. You don't necessarily have to opt for a coach. You can have, there's also managers roundtables where you can be part of the community. But you know, I remember when I was a young manager, and boy, I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and for those who've been managed by me, you can probably testify to that. But you know, if I had had a resource like this that I could go to learn tangible information, that I could have a coach to have a private conversations with to really get feedback on what I was doing, boy, I would have hopped on it. And that's the very thing that I'd like to offer to managers today. To have the opportunity to have privacy, to have really important conversations, to have confidentiality, but also to have community as well, at the level that you feel is best for you or the level that you feel most comfortable with. The Management Intensive is a 12-week committed program. That's right, there's commitment involved. And one of the key pieces of this program is not passive learning, meaning I'm just going to ingest this information and then do nothing with it. This program is designed to be implemented, and it's also designed to be tracked. There's two interesting components of the training industry that we considered in putting this together. Number one, the volume of money that's spent in this space, yet with very little measurable return. And number two is the way people learn and how they learn. So we want to, in fact, when you think about it, my experience has been that the volume of money is spent on the front end of learning, meaning I'm going to spend this money on how I can design information, how I can get people to take in the information, but very little money is spent on the back end with how to actually apply the information. Imagine for a moment if the training industry actually shifted that. If there were at least a balance in the amount of dollars spent on not only how an employee gets the information, but also how an employee applies the information. Let me suggest to you this. There would be a transformational shift in the training and development industry or the learning and development industry if that were true. And I want to invite decision makers to consider how you're spending your dollars and your attention. Is most of your attention being spent on designing curriculum and getting people to learn? Or is it equally spent on now how am I applying it and what kind of measurable results I'm getting? The Management Intensive is constructed to track the learning, but also track the application and the actual outcomes of applying what's being learned. By the end of the 12 weeks, every participant will have an actual manual, a customized manual that they've created from what they've learned, what they've implemented, and what they've learned from what they've implemented. And that's what we call full circle learning. There's an additional video on this website and also on the Management Intensive YouTube channel that is great for decision makers in evaluating how to make better decisions to get a better return on investment. And I invite you to view those videos. They're very helpful, very informational to just really assess your decision making in the training and development space. In the meantime, I want to welcome you. We're so happy that you've at least landed at this webpage. We want to be your support, and we want you to be a part of this professional development community. So whatever you need, please contact us. You'll see a contact link at the top of the website. Please let us know what you think and what you need. In the meantime, I invite you to take a test drive. Preview the preview module to get a sense of the learning and tracking the outcomes. I guarantee you, even from the first preview module, you will get a return on investment. You will see that the learning and the applying, along with the support, is really one of the best models that you can experience and that a company can have in training and developing their staff. One thing for sure, we as an industry need to distinguish between learning and developing. Developing a skill cannot be done at a one-time event or a passive learning module. It must be something that's embedded into the lifestyle of an employee. So we want to support and promote lifestyle learning. We want to embed learning in the everyday work of an employee. That's just really called the apprenticeship model from way back in the day. That applies today as well. Embed the learning and also to track the learning and track the behaviors and the application. So it's a great model. I won't go into all of the details right now. I just really wanted to welcome you to the website, welcome you to the community, and any way that you choose to participate, we are happy to have you. So let us know how we can help. And again, welcome to the Management Intensive.